Hi guys, this is Alex from BlackboxMyCar.com. Today I will be making a comparison video between the Blackvue DR500GW HD Wi-Fi to FineVu CR500 HD. These two different products are top-of-the-line devices coming from the two different manufacturers, Blackvue and FineVu, and they are both aiming for Full HD 1080p at 30 frames per second. We receive a lot of emails, a lot of questions every day regarding the two different products, asking what's the difference between the two and what's the best one, what do you like, what do I like, and why do I like the one over the other. So I thought I'd make this video to help you guys understand my view and also share what's the difference between these two products. So towards the end of my video, I will be letting you guys know which one is my favorite over the other and why. But for overall video, I will share let you guys know the difference between the two and the good and bads about that. But let me give you my overall idea about these two different units. I don't necessarily think that they're going against each other, to be honest, because the DR500GW HD is equipped with Wi-Fi function, so you can view your video via Wi-Fi on your smartphone and your iPhone, and Android phone, whereas FineVu doesn't offer Wi-Fi yet, and also it is equipped with a different wide-angle lens. It's on 135, whereas 156. So if I was comparing between the DR400 to DR400 to CR500, then I could say, okay, they are going against each other and they are really aiming for the best top spot. But I think in this comparison, you can't really say they're going against each other, and so it would be your decision to choose which one fits you better. Okay, so starting with the DR500, the nice thing about it is the fact that it has Wi-Fi, so that you can view your phone. So you can view your video on your iPhone or your Android phone. If you had an Android phone, you could actually watch your video if you have the micro SD card slot, such as Galaxy S3. You don't necessarily need an app to view your video, but Blackvue took it another step by making an app, and also that way you can also change your setting and all that stuff. However, for an iPhone users, you weren't able to do that because iPhone doesn't offer the micro SD card slot, so you are out of luck. But now, with the Wi-Fi function, you never really have to take out your SD card to change your setting or to view your video. However, with the iPhone at the moment, it is still somewhat ziggly. You do need to connect to your Wi-Fi first and then open up the app, and then that way you can connect your device to your phone and view your video. But it seems like a lot of our customers are actually having some issues with it, but we are getting there, and just be patient. I think Blackvue will provide an update on this issue. As for your Android phone, it works just fine. I have an Android phone myself, and it works great. I don't even have to connect your Wi-Fi to the I don't have to look for Wi-Fi. I can just open up the app and then click search for Wi-Fi, and it just picks up. Wi-Fi range is about 5 to 10 meters, I would say. The manufacturer suggests it can last up to 20 meters, but I think it is only capable only if you're within your car. I did mention that in my unboxing of this unit. I say I care about my car and I do want to see it from the distance, but that won't happen. It does still pick up a signal, but I can't connect it. The signal is too weak according to the app. So yeah, you can just view your video at the scene of the accident, and that is the whole purpose of it. You can just view your video at the scene of the accident, whose fault it was and whatnot. Other than that, the wide angle is there's that hit and miss. For some people, they really like to see it in a very such a wide angle, but for others, there has been a lot of saying that, okay, the video doesn't seem as so clear, very clear and accurate because how it is equipped with such a wide angle. So we have a lot of videos that's posted on our YouTube, so check it yourself and decide if this one fits for your needs. Like the fact that it is wide and you can see your angle from the side impact or so, but I think even with the 120 on the DR400 or 135 on the CR500 is fine for your daily driving and just on the road. But it is nice to see something new, obviously. And the fact that Blackvue offers Mac software, firmware software program, because previously they only offered Windows version of it, so people without a Windows couldn't really set your own configuration or so. But now it offers Mac, so that's really nice because in North America a lot of people use Mac instead of PC, and it's really nice to see that. But at the moment it is not as sophisticated as to PC one, but I think it is going to get better. Okay, so I think that is about it for the DR500. So moving on to CR500 by FineVu. The FineVu CR500 is equipped with Sony Exmor CMOS sensor. I said that numerous times, but I can't really complain about it. I mean it's a good thing. I'm not saying I'm complaining about it. The video is so much smoother than the CR300, and the night visibility on the CR500 is just amazing. It just looks like it's a camcorder. I mean, and the video quality is like it's coming from an actual camcorder. And 135 wide angle does capture just enough for you to even capture an impact that's coming from a side angle. And I am very happy with this unit. The CR500, if you're familiar with the CR series, it is identical in shape and the look coming from the CR300. Just the CMOS sensor that has been updated on this. Other than that, this has been the most reliable units that we've sold. Yes, it's been the most reliable units that we have carried. We test a lot of different company black boxes from Korea, China, and Taiwan, and there are so many problems with the other dash cams, but FineVu's been the one that has been the most successful, and customers are so satisfied with it. And especially with the CR200, we didn't sell that many, but we have zero return on the CR200. We never actually had a dash cam that came in, and so that's just amazing. And selling over hundreds of units. I think we've had FineVu in general maybe about six or seven units. I can count it in my fingers because it's been so reliable, and even the power kit itself is very reliable. Whereas the DR series been suffering quite a lot of different issues with it, but I think it is getting better. And also the fact that DR400 version 1 suffered the overheating issue last year, and they came up with a solution and they did fix that problem, but we will be able to see how they hold up in the heat. But whereas FineVu series, it doesn't suffer from any of the overheating issue. We have zero report on the overheating issue and whatnot. And I really like the FineVu for the fact that you can swirl around, sideways, and up and down. Whereas the DR500, you can only rotate up and down. You can't turn sideways. But again, this one's coming with a very wide angle, so you don't really need to turn it. But why I mention this is that, let's say if the side the impact of the accident was on the right or on the left, you'd be able to turn it and then go outside and talk. This guarantees your safety even after the accident. mentioned that a couple times in my how to deal your case once you get into an accident. And another thing about this CR is the fact that it is ready for the tripod suction cup, and here is the suction cup mount for the CR. I don't always use this, but again, I mentioned this a couple times, but for those who do motorsports and customers, a lot of our customers actually do go on track and do autocross and stuff like that, and they have an actual GoPro cam, but they actually like the CR500 better than the GoPro. It, I think, has better mic than the GoPro. Actually, they both have great mics. I should have said that. They are able to capture anything that's bass, even note in note, so they both come with great mic. But in general, in the CR series, just because it is ready for that, all you need to do is just put this in like that, and maybe put it on your sunroof, and you can sort of use it in an action and capture something more exciting. And you can also use that daily for daily driving, so that's another really big plus. Okay, and the last thing what I like about this FineVu is the fact that it is the most energy efficient dash cam out in the market. There are many different black boxes in the market in Korea, and people do a lot of testing and all that stuff, and FineVu CR500HD has been chosen to be the most energy efficient. It consumes 1/3 of what DR500G is consuming. So what does that mean? Is that you can record longer parking mode videos. You can record much longer parking mode videos because it draws less battery power to operate the CR500. And for me, I think you guys probably know by now, I love cars and I care about my car. And the fact that these dash cams, I can't have a dash cam without a parking mode, because that would be that wouldn't make sense for me. And maybe that's one of the reasons in Korea why these dash cams are so popular, because the cars in Korea, import cars in Korea, are very expensive, and some people do vandalize these nice cars, and those owners want to protect their vehicle even when the car is parked. And that's why these two company products are coming with motion sensor with the parking mode, so that it can still record it. Though they both offer very reliable motion detection, motion sensor, and the impact and all that, but the FineVu is the one that is consuming much less energy. So I can always see that it is recording for much more longer hours, many longer hours, and that it is always reliable for me. We've had customers that install front and back. This is called 2-channel system. People generally, I've been recommending CR500 or the CR300 when we had it, front facing, and DR380, DR400, or DR500 as a rear facing cam, because if this one is to mount to your rear sunshade, it kind of sticks out. And the funny comment that I got from one of my customers is that if you would mount this towards the back, because of these light, because this is in blue, and once the G sensor gets triggered, this comes in red. And this one person said, oh, okay, it seems like cops are always chasing me. But he's really happy with the fact that he has equipped both front and back with the CR500. Why I recommend this one for the rear, because this one really hides nicely along the headliner. So say you're facing backwards, you'd be mounting it like this instead of this. So it just tucks in nicely, and it doesn't really obstruct your view, your vision. But it is solely up to you. People go either DR500 front and back, CR500 front and back. But another point I'd like to address is the fact that when one of our customer equipped with the CR500 front facing, DR500 rear facing, and you can see that the DR500G gets cut off much quicker than the CR500 does. Every single morning he comes in, he sees that his DR500 is shut down, but his CR500 is still operating, and they are and he's so much happy about it, the fact that it is still on. So yeah, I thought I'd share that with you for it. And finally, I think I will say that CR500 is my favorite dash cam, because I think I made it clear for you guys, because it is the fact that I also do motorsports, and I do like to capture, you know, something exciting. I do have a GoPro, but I'd rather use CR500, and I do understand why my customers are using these dash cams over the GoPro. But I don't recommend putting it outside though, because I don't think it will hold up there. But inside cam should be fine. And also the fact that, just like I mentioned, the parking mode, it is so much energy efficient and it lasts longer. And I do want my car to be always protected, and so the CR500 wins that category for me. And lastly, not to forget, the CR500 has been so reliable. I mean, the FineVu product itself has been so reliable. They have been just always, I really don't have any headaches coming from FineVu units. The most that I could say was maybe the CMOS sensor that was going in and out. But that was the only issue. Other cases were maybe the memory defects, and once we just exchange memory cards, it works fine. So I think this video helps. I didn't want to make it too long. So let me know what you think, and let me know if you have any questions. You can email us at blackboxmycar@gmail.com. or visit our website at blackboxmycar.com. Thank you for watching, and let me know. Thank you.